Ames here for Ames's Antics. Welcome to my channel. I hope you are well today because we have another crafty project to have a go at. And this week's video and blog post is in collaboration with Mia over at Crystals and Curls, which I will link down below for you to check out. Her channel is great. It's amazing. She has lots of different creative, crafty projects to have a go at. It's a bit like what I do on here. So be sure to check out her channel and her video for this collaboration, as well as her blog, which is beautiful, inspiring, creativelife.com. And we are doing all things thrift flip. So I am thrift flipping and turning a dress into a pajama set, which you can see here. And Mia is doing some other form of thrift flip, which I cannot wait to see what she comes up with. So be sure to check out her video after this one. And if you would like to see how I turned a dress into a pajama set, then let's get crafting. So here is my original dress that I am going to be thrift flipping into a pajama set. Firstly, I opted to make the pajama shorts in this set. So what I needed for this was an old pair of shorts that I adapted and made a pattern from that I knew fit well and were really comfy, as well as some matching cotton and thread, a tape measure, sewing pins and clips, elastic for the waistband, and some decorative pom-pom trim. To make the pattern piece for the shorts, I used an old pair of shorts and folded them to the front, leaving out the waistband and drawing around the edge of this, giving a little bit of a seam allowance as well. And then to create the back piece for the shorts, all you need to do is fold this the opposite way so the back is at the front, and again draw around the outline of this, leaving out the waistband. I wanted to create a bit of an overlap on the front for a decorative piece of the shorts, so all I did was to retrace that front piece again and then measured 5 centimeters in from the edge, curving this downwards towards the edge of the pattern piece, cutting this out and then attaching this to the back pattern piece of the shorts. This just then gives it a bit more of a flat appearance and gives more to the material. Before tackling the shorts, I had to remove lots of beads and sequins that were on the front of the dress, and then got to work in disassembling the dress. So what I did was cut from the waistband, so it had like an elastic top part. I cut this free from the main part of the dress and then actually cut up each of the side seams to give me 2 separate pieces of material. Now what is good with this material is it has got a pattern and it was quite well pattern matched, so I was able to do a little bit of pattern matching for the shorts and then cut these out with that pattern piece that I had just made. For the shorts, I needed 2 of the front and 2 of the back pieces. First, I placed the 2 front pieces right side to right side and then just did a seam along that crotch curve area. So pinned this into place first and then did a nice simple seam all along this edge. Then I repeated the same with the back pieces of the material. Again, placing these right side to right side, pinning along that curved edge and sewing a simple seam along there. I also made sure to backstitch each end of the seams for added strength and finished off the seams by trimming down the seam allowance and doing a zigzag stitch all along that edge, but you could use a serger machine if you had one for this part. For an added decorative touch, I added a bit of a pom-pom trim to that overlap part of the shorts. This is on the back part of the shorts, pinning it into place with some sewing pins, making sure that the pom-poms fell inwards rather than outwards because they're going to fold back outwards in a little bit, and then added some more pom-pom trim to the front part of the shorts along that bottom edge. Now I didn't have enough of the purple, so I add some white and I've mixed up the colours here. Then using the sewing machine just to attach the pom-pom trim to that edge of the shorts. To keep the pom-poms in place and laying downwards, I just folded these under and then did a top stitch along that edge where they had just been attached, and it really does give it a little bit more of a seamless finish, I guess. On the front part of the shorts, I just needed to create a hem along the two open side edges, so folded this down a little bit, sewed and then folded it again, sewing it along that original sew line to give it a really nice finished look. Then it was time to connect the front and back pieces of the shorts together, and to do this you want to place them together, right sides to right side, and pin along that crotch part, making sure you line up the sort of middle part of that crotch, and then just sew a straight seam all along that edge, back stitching before and at the end of that stitch. Then it is time to attach the overlap pieces from the front, so bring this round from the back to the front and pin in place where it needs to be. Now it may be easy to place these on and then pin in place whilst they're on, because I actually sewed them originally too tight and I couldn't get them on at all, and then just sew along that pom-pom edge over that seam that was already created to connect the two together. Then it was time to create the waistband part of the shorts, so I just measured the top of the shorts and my own waistband and ended up cutting two pieces for the waistband material at 53 centimeters per side, with a 3 centimeter seam allowance and 10 centimeters wide. I also measured my waist for the elastic part of the waistband before connecting the two waistband pieces together at both edges to create a bit more of an infinity ring. Then pressing open the two seams that had just been created so that they lay flat, as well as folding the waistband in half, wrong side to wrong side, so that right sides are showing, and pressing this in place as well before pinning it to the right side of the top of the shorts all the way around. Then it was time to head to the sewing machine and sew all along that edge, leaving a gap so that we could add the elastic in. And to add elastic, all you need to do is place a safety pin into the end of the elastic, and then threading it through that new channel made with the waistband until you get to the other side. Once the elastic is through, it's time to join it all together and then place it inside that waistband, closing up that gap that was left. And of course I added a label in this as well, and then the shorts are ready to wear. With the remaining part of the dress and some old purple satin material, I wanted to make a cami top to go with the shorts. So what I did to create the pattern for this was use an existing vest top, folding this in half and then tracing this round on a scrap piece of paper. What I should have done was add in a bit more for seam allowance, which you'll see I had a bit of a problem later on in this bit of the project, and created that pattern piece. Then cut out a front and a back piece using the same pattern piece for the cami top. To create the top, I placed the two pieces right sides to right side, sewing along the two edges and finishing them off with a bit of a zigzag stitch before adding a bit of pom-pom trim to that bottom edge. Now this really ties in the look of the top with them shorts that were just made. Then it was time to attach the top part of the dress to that newly made vest piece, just placing these together right side to right side and sewing a seam all along around that edge so that they were connected. So I've made a mistake with my top. I'm so annoyed with myself, but I was sewing this and it did get quite late, so I think I was getting a little bit tired and I just didn't do the measurements properly. So as you can see, I've attached the silky material to this top part that was left from the dress, but I have actually had to fold in the top part of the dress a little bit to make the material fit, and in doing that it has made the top too narrow for me to actually get on. I just can't get the top on, so rookie mistake there. So what I'm going to do, instead of try and cut some new stuff out of this, because I don't think I've got enough of the purple, I'm going to just do some side paneling, and I've got a really nice like dark pink lacy material. I can't quite, maybe magenta-y. Is that a pink? So I'm going to do some lace side panels. So I think the next task is just unpicking everything that I've just done, the side seams, and attaching it, and get to work in putting the new panels in. And then hopefully the top will be wearable. Fingers crossed. To get the measurements for these panels, I actually measured the top part of that dress to see what was needed adding extra to, and the length of that satin piece. So I created the 2 panel pieces, attaching these to the front part of the silky top initially, and then connecting these then to the back side of the top to create that larger piece of the front top, if that makes sense. Then I went again and attached it back to that stretchy top part of the dress, making sure that it actually fit and nothing was folded in, and it all fit well together. And once I knew it fit, I finished off the seams with a bit of zigzagging as well. The final step was to add 2 straps, and I think these measured at 39.5 centimeters by 3 centimeters each, sewing a narrow seam so that they were thinner straps and turning them right side out with that safety pin method. Then by eye, I attached these to the top on the inside with a hand sewing needle, and then the top was ready, and that is how I turned a dress into a pajama set. There you have how I turned a dress into a beautiful pair of pajamas. Now I love how the shorts have turned out in this set. I just think they are stunning and they're really, really comfy. The top I do like. It's not how I fully expected it to turn out, and I did have a little bit of trouble with this, and I think it's because of the material I use, and you know, it's just a little bit less nicer than the shorts, but it still works perfectly as set. And who else is going to see them, because they are pajamas? No one else is really going to see them, are they? It's a great way of upcycling and recycling some of your existing clothes and giving them a new lease of life, because we all want to be a little bit more sustainable and not be as quick at fast fashion. I mean, I had this dress for years. This was an old beach dress, so I have had it for years, so it's not like it was a bit of a fast fashion thing, but still, it is a great way of being a bit more sustainable with your clothing. And be sure to check out Mia's video as well, because she's done a thrift flip over on her channel and over on her blog, and I can't wait to see what she has come up with, so be sure to check that out as well. If you've enjoyed the video, please do give this a big thumbs up, and if you're not already, please do consider hitting that subscribe button to keep up with more of my crafting and creative antics coming up onto the channel, because it ranges from a few sewing projects to a bit of home decor DIYs and a beauty DIYs. There's a few different beauty DIYs on the channel, as well as a sprinkling of some travel inspiration for you. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if it sounds like something you would like, and check out my blog Ames's Antics, which is linked below, because there's a ton more information over there for you to have a look at. And with that said, I will see you in next week's video, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and week, and happy crafting. Bye!